The airport was bustling, a sea of hurried travelers rushing to catch their flights. Among them stood a young mother, struggling to manage her two rambunctious toddlers and their overflowing luggage. She looked visibly flustered, her face etched with worry as one of the children began to cry, his tiny voice piercing the air. People passed by, their gazes fixed on their destinations, their minds preoccupied with their own travel plans. The mother's struggle seemed invisible to them, lost in the anonymity of the crowded terminal. Then a hand reached out. An elderly gentleman, his face etched with the wisdom of years, gently stopped and offered his assistance. With a warm smile and a calming presence, he helped her gather her belongings, entertaining the crying child with a whimsical toy he pulled from his bag. The mother, initially hesitant, her eyes welling up, gratefully accepted his help. In that moment, amidst the chaos and indifference, a simple act of compassion unfolded, transforming the atmosphere with its quiet power. This encounter, though seemingly small, exemplifies the extraordinary power of compassion. It's not just about being kind, it's about recognizing the suffering of another and feeling moved to alleviate it. Compassion is a verb, an active response to the vulnerability and pain we encounter in ourselves and others. What's remarkable about compassion is its contagious nature. When we witness an act of kindness, it touches something deep within us. It inspires us, reminding us of our shared humanity and our capacity for empathy. And often it motivates us to pay it forward, to extend that same kindness to others. Science backs up this idea of compassion as a contagious force. Studies have shown that witnessing acts of kindness triggers the release of oxytocin in our brains, a hormone associated with love, trust, and social bonding. This physiological response creates a sense of connection and well-being, making us more likely to engage in prosocial behavior ourselves. Research in the field of social psychology further reveals that compassion is a learned behavior. When we're exposed to compassionate role models, especially in our formative years, we are more likely to internalize and emulate those behaviors. The benefits of compassion are not limited to the receiver. The giver experiences a profound impact as well. Engaging in compassionate acts has been linked to increased happiness, reduced stress, and improved physical health. By extending ourselves to others, we tap into a deep well of purpose and meaning, fostering a sense of interconnectedness that transcends our individual lives. Compassion also has the power to transform our relationships. When we approach our interactions with empathy and understanding, we create a space for vulnerability and authenticity. This allows for deeper connections and more meaningful relationships. Section 5. From small acts to grand gestures. Compassion in action. Compassion can manifest in countless ways, from the seemingly insignificant to the life-altering. It can be as simple as offering a listening ear to a friend in need, volunteering our time at a local charity, or donating to a cause we believe in. On a larger scale, compassion can inspire movements for social change, fuel acts of extraordinary courage and self-sacrifice, and bridge divides that seem insurmountable. History is replete with examples of individuals who, driven by compassion, have changed the course of history. Section 6. The power of one, sparking a chain reaction. The story of Malala Yousafzai, the young Pakistani activist who risked her life to advocate for girls' education, exemplifies the transformative power of compassion. Her unwavering belief in the right of all children to learn, fueled by her own experience and empathy for others, ignited a global movement for educational equality. Malala's story, like countless others, reminds us that one person's act of courage and compassion can inspire a ripple effect, creating a wave of change that extends far beyond its initial point of impact. Section 7. Cultivating compassion, a daily practice. Compassion is not a fixed trait, it's a skill that can be cultivated through conscious effort and practice. Just as we train our bodies through exercise, we can strengthen our capacity for compassion through intentional acts of kindness, mindfulness, and self-reflection. One powerful practice is loving kindness meditation, a technique that involves directing feelings of love and compassion towards ourselves and others. Regular practice of this meditation has been shown to increase feelings of empathy, kindness, and social connectedness. Section 8. Overcoming barriers to compassion. There will be times when we struggle to access our compassion. Fear, judgment, and past hurts can create barriers, making it difficult to extend empathy and understanding to others, and even to ourselves. In these moments, it's important to acknowledge these barriers with self-compassion, recognizing that we are all imperfect beings navigating a complex world. We can choose to challenge our judgments, to lean into our discomfort, and to practice forgiveness, both towards ourselves and others. By cultivating self-compassion, we create a foundation for extending compassion outward. Section 9. A more compassionate world. A shared vision. Imagine a world where compassion is the guiding principle in our interactions with ourselves, with each other, and with the planet. A world where kindness is the norm, where differences are met with understanding rather than fear, and where the suffering of others is met with a collective commitment to alleviate it. This vision may seem idealistic, but it is not out of reach. Each act of compassion, no matter how small, contributes to the creation of this more just and compassionate world. By embracing compassion as a daily practice, we become part of a collective force for positive change, creating a ripple effect that has the power to transform our world one heart at a time.